In the last chapter of the second part of the course, I will try to present the implementation of the bay windows, that is part of the building which extends beyond the plane of the main wall. In this project, the shape of this element is a trapezoid shape. Of course, I mean the view from the top. The design of this element is made of reinforced concrete, therefore I might as well put this section in the next chapter dedicated to the reinforcement concrete construction, but it also belongs to the first level of the building, and without the implementation of the bay window, we can't go to the next stage of the construction work. Works began of the performance of the formwork for the pillars. As in the case of continuous footings, we will use OSB boards 15 mm thick. The shape of the columns we will read from a construction project, and on its basis we will prepare and appropriate with parts. We cut them also at the correct height. Items that in this way will do, then combine with each other, building those formwork for columns. We will cut along the boards at a right angle. This will help us to connect them together. Thanks to that, the edges of the walls will fit tightly against each other, which will give us the possibility to easily connect the structure without additional components. Let's look at the process of preparation of elements for a moment. As you can see, we use a circular saw. It is an extremely useful tool to perform all carpentry work, and there is no way to do anything without this on the side. Using a circular saw requires a bit of practice, but just a few cuts is enough to get an idea of how it is worked and use it without fear. Now let's go to combine items. As usual, to do this job we will use a black screws designed to plasterboard panels. slowly emerges from the correct shape of the column formwork. We are going to make two formwork like this one and temporarily leave those alone because in the first place we will do the basement. Here we have preparated and set the formworks. Next we will put the reinforcement inside and we tie it. The type and the shape of the reinforcement you always will get from the building project. We will tie a steel for column. Pay attention to their shape. As you can see, they are adapted to the shape of formworks made earlier. Reinforcement, of course, we connect with each other using tire wire. Before laying the concrete, all formwork needs to be strengthened in a manner visible on the film. Then we'll place the concrete in the construction of the window bay and we will split it into two stages. On the beginning we will fill the lower part of the construction that we actually observe. Then, after drying the mixture, we are set the pillars formwork on the top of the reinforcement, as you can see now. Make sure that they are set at the right angles to the bottom of the formworks, that they have right distance from each other, and are positioned exactly vertical. This is particularly important, especially that between them there will be windows. Then we will set the lintels formworks, what you can see at this moment. They will also be reinforced and related to the reinforcement of the columns. As you can see, this is a very solid construction. The whole formworks must be strengthened before laying a concrete, and lintels ought to be extra stamped. At this moment everything is ready to pouring the concrete. In this way we have finished the second part of the guide. On the back you can see that the works related to the ceiling was started already. That material will be probably the most interesting and the most extensive part of the course, for which you are cordially invited.